Authorities in San Bernardino, California have confirmed the identities of the two suspects in Wednesday's shooting spree at a social services agency that left 14 people dead and 17 others injured. This is the 355th mass shooting in the United States this year. VOA's Richard Green has the details.
San Bernardino County Health Department employees were enjoying a holiday party at the Inland Regional Center, 90 kilometers east of Los Angeles, when a man and a woman armed with assault rifles and semi-automatic handguns stormed the room and opened fire. San Bernardino Police Chief Jared Burguan identified the shooters as 28-year-old U.S.-born Saeed Farouk and 27-year-old Tashfeen Malik, who were either married or engaged.
Mr. Farouk is a county employee. He works with his title as an environmental specialist in the public health department, has been employed there for 5 years. He was at the party. He did leave the party early under some circumstances that were described as angry or something of that nature.
The assailants were tracked by police to a residence in a nearby town. A car chase between police and the suspects ended in a gun battle that left Farouk and Malik dead.
I think that based upon what we have seen and based upon how they were equipped, there had to have been some degree of planning that went into this. So I don't think they just ran home, put on these types of tactical clothes, grabbed guns, and came back on a spur-of-the-moment thing.
Farouk's brother-in-law, Farhan Khan, offered condolences for the victims at a news conference held by the Los Angeles chapter of the Council on American Islamic Relations.
I am in shock that something like this could happen. That's all I have. I hope everybody understand, and everybody get recovered much faster, whatever the victims are there.
President Barack Obama was being interviewed by CBS television when news of the incident broke, and again expressed his frustration over another deadly mass shooting.
My hope is that we're able to contain this particular shooting, and we don't yet know what the motives of the shooters are. But what we do know is that there are steps we can take to make Americans safer, and that we should come together in a bipartisan basis at every level of government to make these rare as opposed to normal. We should never think that this is something that just happens in the ordinary course of events, because it doesn't happen with the same frequency in other countries.
Wednesday's shooting was the worst in the U.S. since 2012, when 26 people were killed at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Connecticut. Richard Green for VOA News, Washington.
Now, for more on the situation, Mishael Ondieki, author and businessman, joins me live via phone from San Bernardino. Mishael, welcome to Africa 54.
Thank you for having me, Vincent.
Now, first, just give us a sense of the mood in San Bernardino today.
Generally, people in San Bernardino are in shock because as much as the county has gone through a lot of hardships following the economic downturn a few years ago, there isn't nothing of this magnitude has happened in terms of violence. So people are really still in shock, and people, some roads are still closed, and in and around the two cities, San Bernardino City and Redland City. But again, people here are resilient, and they are going on with their lives.
Now, this happened pretty close to where you are, where you live. What was your immediate reaction when you heard about it?
As a matter of fact, when it happened, I was about 3-4 miles away. I was driving to Los Angeles to meet with, to go to the Chamber of Commerce in Los Angeles. And a friend of mine whom I was driving down with, his wife was at the Arrowhead Medical Clinic where the victims were being flown in. So the Arrowhead Clinic was put on lockdown. So she called us right away and said, hey, there's something going on here. At the same time as we were going, a lot of police vehicles and emergency vehicles were zooming, past us, and we knew something was going on. When we turned on to radio, then we realized that, that's when we started hearing the information. And then, we started contacting friends and relatives around the area, and most of, all the people we knew were safe, and we also started receiving phone calls. In fact, I received a phone call from Nairobi, actually from Mombasa, within about 20, 30 minutes of the incident. So That's how fast the information travels these days.
In terms of the relationships there, are there talks about how this might impact, for example, how people relate to people of the Muslim faith or people from the background where the shooters came from?
And now, Southern California and San Bernardino in particular are very, very multicultural areas. So there are people from all over the world. For instance, the gentleman who was involved in this, Saeed Farouk, has his origins in Pakistan. His wife has her origins in Saudi Arabia. Yet there are people in that small neighborhood. A lot of people are from Romania originally, and then there are many other people around that small region from Philippines and from Africa. So it's a really multicultural and multi-religious, so to speak, area. And people have been extremely tolerant over the years, and I believe that is going to continue until they determine what exactly happened here.
Well, Mishael, thank you very much for your insights. Mishael Ondieki is a San Bernardino, California-based author and businessman.